is Dr. William Bennett. I'm the Director of Kidney Transplantation at Legacy Good Samaritan Hospital in Portland. Mike Hartnett was the first trainee in kidney disease in Oregon that was formally trained, and at the time I was his boss at Oregon Health and Sciences University in the Department of Kidney Disease. So I got to know him then as a trainee, and then we continued our relationship while he was in private practice here in Portland. And then when he died, his wishes were to do something useful for the youth of the community, and I got involved with Cheryl in trying to fulfill his wishes. Cheryl has been successful in starting from zero, really, just with an idea of engaging various partners, both in the community, particularly the minority communities in Portland, and the institutions such as OHSU, the National Kidney Foundation, patient groups, and just sort of beating the bushes, industrial partners, to make them aware that a dollar spent on prevention, particularly in this population, is going to be a dollar that's really comes back many times over in changing the burden of disease. It's treating kidney disease is a lot more expensive and heartbreaking than preventing it in the first place. And the place to start is with the youth. And if they would lead healthy lifestyles or healthy lives and encourage their peers and others to do it, maybe we could reduce this awful burden of disease that is expensive and changes people's lives adversely. Leading causes of kidney disease are both diabetes and high blood pressure, and they disproportionately affect the minority populations of the United States, Hispanics and African Americans in particular. And so in raising awareness by something like a fashion show where you are highlighting health and vigor and the opposite of obesity, you really are doing something, stating some positive goals for young people to live a healthier life and avoid those preventable kinds of kidney diseases like those due to diabetes and high blood pressure. And focus of the Mike program, of course, is in underserved populations, and that's precisely the people that we need to get involved and transmit their knowledge and their enthusiasm to their peers in their generation, and perhaps some to their parents, who are the current generation of people who are developing kidney disease and kidney failure. So I think it's a good venue and a good cause and a good way to do it.
We've been in business here in Portland for 26 years. We started out just doing closets, and we now do home offices, pantries, craft rooms, wall beds, entertainment centers, garages, pretty much everything in the house except for kitchens. I myself had a kidney transplant last year, and before the transplant, many years ago, my nephrologist was Mike Hartnett, who the Mike program is named for. I met Cheryl, who's the director of the Mike program, about a year or so ago, and I talked to her about how we use our showroom for nonprofit events, and then she came to look at it, and that's how we kind of got started. Dr. Bill Bennett, who's very involved with the Mike program, was also one of my nephrologists for my transplant, so there's just a lot of good connections here. We're looking forward to the event. We're helping as much as we can. It feels like we've now become part of the committee, and I hope that all of these hours that everyone's put in really comes to fruition, and Mike program gets the support, the financial support that this fundraiser is all about.
I went to business school, and my brother went to design school. We both graduated right around 1987. We opened our first design house in Los Angeles, and as fate would have it, I would move up here to Portland. In 1999, I actually bought the building that we do all of our designing and production in. In 2003, we officially launched the business Betty Jean Couture. The name comes from my mom, Betty Jean, who was the real inspiration behind our family and our business and our practices. And so in memorial to her, we named the business after her. Well, with the Mike program, they actually came to me and said, you know, they would like to produce a fashion show. And one of the reasons that they wanted to do it, they believed that fashion would be a good vehicle to promote health and wellness, particularly good kidney health. March being National Kidney Month, and Cheryl being the director of the Mike program and presenting to me her vision of what she would like to see, I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to collaborate. And so we jumped in it. We brought in a lot of support to make the fashion show, to make sure that the fashion show would come off a really great event. So what we expect tomorrow is a collaboration or a great viewing of, you know, both our local designs as well as integrating our young people into the event, right? So it's not just about fashion designers, right? It's also about working with the youth. You'll see some of the youth models on the runway. You will also see one of our young persons opening the show with a gymnastic routine. And from a fashion standpoint, you're going to begin to see the blossoming and the emergence of Portland, Oregon, putting its footprint on the fashion industry. If I'm going to add any final comments, really would like to see everyone come out and enjoy themselves. You know, it's a really nice atmosphere. The folks at California Closet have done a great job of making their space available to us. Great venue. And so it's set up really nice. We just want you to come and enjoy it and have a good time.
Mike Hartnett always had the dream of making things better for everybody he touched. And I think the Mike program is sort of the realization of that dream, and sort of is a tribute to him and his professional career, and leaves a legacy of hopefully better health for everybody. And Cheryl's done a great job in making sure this happens.